Hello everyone, this is ICO Talk. My name is Yelena. Today my guest is Augustas Staras, CEO of Aigang. Good afternoon, Augustas. Thanks for joining us.
Hi all, and nice to be here.
Okay, first of all, will you please tell us a few words about the project? What is it all about and how it works?
Sure. So we are building Aigang network, which aims to build an autonomous insurance network powered by IoT, or Internet of Things devices, data, and innovation platform to build new insurance services that can provide insurance for IoT devices. So we started in late May, early June, working on our white paper and an initial idea, and we had developed of concept apps during the summer, which we released to the Android and iOS app stores. And after that, we are working on our platform, which is currently working on Ethereum Testnet and connected with Metamask. So we have a pretty interesting and good traction and kind of building a strong community. And we are focusing to our now token sale after successful pre-launch or pre-sale in August. We are now targeting 15th November for our token sale.
How much did you get during the pre-sale?
Yeah, so we had more than 200 contributors in August, joining from around the world, in totaling close to 3,000 ethers, and at that time of exchange it was close to $1 million USD.
Okay, great. So we'll return to your ICO. First of all, I would like to speak in more details about the project itself. What are the key problems that the project solves?
Yeah, so we started thinking of insurance as, you know, one of the biggest markets or industries in the world, and very kind of old and legacy IT and technology market and an industry overall. So we thought that, you know, we were coming a lot of Internet of Things and smart devices which are connected to the Internet. We thought that we can apply blockchain and especially smart contract feature to help automate many of insurance processes, starting from how you sign up for insurance, how you manage the claim if something happened to your device, and then automating the payout for insurance services. So we focus on kind of automating a lot of processes which are currently manual, which require a lot of kind of human involvement. So this is one part. And the second part, we are building kind of a new digital insurance for the future, which is we're not targeting and working to disrupt the existing insurance like life or traditional car insurance, but we focus on the new Internet of Things and devices, which will, you know, grow exponentially in the market, and they all will be valuable devices, right? Let's take a simple example of drone, which costs $2,000, $3,000. And if you can provide a very easy service for the consumer to insure that device, and as well manage all the payments and then claims and everything that can be automated with the help of blockchain and Ethereum and smart contracts, we think that we'll be in a position to create a new exciting product for the future.
I see, okay. And whom you consider to be your main competitors on the market, and what are your key advantages over them and key differences?
Yeah, so we are one of the players in the decentralized kind of ecosystem, right? On believers of Bitcoin and blockchain, and then we think, you know, there is a lot of traditional insurance companies. They are very big and very huge, and as well, you know, they think they can try to innovate and build something, but it's not happening so fast. So at the moment, we don't see kind of clear competitor, which probably will come out sometime in the future. But I think at this point is the biggest competitor, if we can say it, is just getting people to see your product and application, how can it solve the needs and a problem to the customer, which is not maybe living and using the or understanding the blockchain and the decentralization, right? But as well is living in the real world or off-chain world. So this is how we see.
Okay, so let's now proceed to the ICO. What is the hard cap and the soft cap, first of all?
Yeah, so our token sale is structured on a hard cap of 45,000 ethers. So we set out the token sale in a structure that we want to have as many participants as possible, and having a kind of wide and fair distribution among them. So we have a first 24 hours of token sale dedicated to individual cap, meaning that Ethereum wallet addresses that will be whitelisted can participate and will be allowed to buy tokens from the cap, individual cap. And yeah, this is and for the soft cap, we haven't set up the soft cap because we already had a successful pre-sale, which helped us, continue building the product and helping us going forward.
Okay, I see. And now in more details about the tokens, what are the key benefits for the token holders?
Yes. So our IEX token is built as a utility token, which we confirmed and then secured with the lawyers in Singapore, which we are based on a company. And is used to participate in prediction markets. There's another one interesting feature of our product and IEX network is that we want to allow people to participate in building insurance products. So basically, what we want to do is to crowdsource the customer or user intelligence, analyzing the data models, and kind of helping us understand the data which comes from Internet of Things devices. And this is why we use our token is to participate in a prediction market by staking. It's kind of something similar to proof of stake and proof of reputation algorithms. And the holders of IX token can participate in this token in these prediction markets and get rewards by having the right predictions and correct predictions.
Okay, I see. And so what if you don't get enough? What if you don't achieve the hard cap? What will happen with the project? Do you consider other maybe traditional sources of crowdfunding?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, we already basically are in a project for 6 months, and we've been focusing a lot into technology and a product. We already have a kind of 2 proof of concept apps. We already have a platform working on Ethereum Testnet. So I think for us, we already have some traction in number of customers. We have more than 10,000 application downloads, app downloads. We have a kind of feeling that we're building a strong community here. So there is always, for a project, I think are important. Showing that you can build, you can execute, and part of the tokens, which will not be sold during this current token sale, can be used as well as a kind of second round of funding if needed.
Okay, and so what do you need this sum for? What are the key points, the key milestones of development of the company?
Yeah, so we are a team of 8 people. So majority of them are tech developers coming, from various fields from technology as well, smart contracts and blockchain. So the biggest part of allocation of funds collected during the token sale will be for the product and platform development. Some part of the funding will go to the security and auditing because we'll be creating a lot of smart contracts. And with the recent news, it is more and more important, to have a secure and audited smart contracts and technology built on a solidity. And the rest is marketing and building the partnerships. We want to integrate a lot of data providers, a lot of IoT devices and manufacturers to our platform. So this is basically getting kind of operations, getting marketing, and growing the members and community.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see. And what about the advisory board? Do you have any well-known names in the team?
Yeah, so we are growing our advisory team bit by bit, as long as kind of we evolve as a project, evolve as a team. We started with kind of blockchain advisor. His name is Ho. He is very prominent Ethereum developer coming from insurance field. So he's focusing a lot on a hard stuff on Ethereum and very interesting stuff. So he's been with us for already 2 or 3 months. And we are adding more and more advisors. We have advisor from IoT, from Israel. He is a member of IoT Silicon Valley in Israel, kind of community founder. We have a legal advisor, which is important for us as an insurance product, insurance company in the future. And as well, we're building more advisors from insurance and getting them on our team along the way.
Mm-hmm, I see. And what do you personally think about the future of the ICO market in the world?
Well, I've been in this from May, where I was a consultant and advisor to Ethereum Network, one of the first successful ICOs, which raised $40 million back then. So it changed a lot during this six months, and it's changing even every day. It's very hard to predict the future, but I think what we already see is that there are too many projects. So I think something will change in a couple of months, and people will start probably coming out with a better and better quality of projects. So there will be less noise, and investors will be kind of more educated. We'll start learning from mistakes. Even, the high-profile ICOs like Tezos is running into some difficulties. So people will start learning, right, which investments were good, which are bad, which teams you need to support. And probably we'll be focusing more on a product itself, not only just team, white paper, and idea, but as well will require kind of more real stuff, if you can name it, if you can say it.
Okay, and just to sum it up, in 1 or 2 sentences, in very brief, why should I invest in Aigang? Yeah,
so if you believe that insurance is one of the biggest industries in the world, which holds a lot of value right now, if you believe that Internet of Things and smart devices are the future, and as well, if you're part of this blockchain and decentralized system, right, ecosystem, so I think we are really positioned to be one of the leading players, focusing on insurance and blockchain, and utilizing the key concepts, which you already can test out yourself by downloading our app or going to our platform. So yeah, we're looking for people who would like to contribute and support us. So I invite everyone to join, and looking forward to our journey together.
Okay, then Augustas, thank you very much for this interview and for being with us today.
Thank you very much. Pleasure, and maybe see you next time.
Okay, and I remind you that my guest today was Augustas Staras, CEO of Aigang. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch more interesting videos. Bye-bye.